Hello everybody, you're here with Claudio Beauty with your host Claudia Lara. Thank you very much for tuning in. So today we're going to be talking about Pat McGrath, the new blushes, duo blushes and highlighter. I'm very excited. This is a new launch for her. It's supposed to be very different than all her other blushes. And what I hear is very much into the pink or pinks, some variations of course. And so I'm very excited to try them out because I really like the collection. So if you're interested on seeing this, please keep on watching. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Thank you. All right, so what are we talking about? I have here two blushes and one highlighter. The first of all is the box color is a little different than the ones the blushes came in. This one is gorgeous. Why? Because look, it has a combination of the pink and the violet and the darker pink. This is just in the rose gold and the gold. I love this. I would love to see a scarf of these colors. If you're not aware, you can look at my channel. I have bought the two scarves that Pat McGrath has come with. One is very red bold, love it, with gold, love it. The other one was this soft peach pink, love it. And so I would love to see one in the bright bold pink design or in this with this violet color. Oh, would love it. I really recommend those scarves. They really dress up anything, right? But let me concentrate on what we're here today. This is beautiful. I'm seeing this for the very first time. Look at this. I obviously ordered this for this violet color. I thought that was very different than anything else. This one is called Venusian Sunrise. You can tell my nail polish is similar. So this summer, I'm all about lilac, violet. Well, I love lilac and violet to begin with. But I'm so happy that some of the style and the fashion is coming with some of those sort of 80s or fluorescent or, you know, incorporating this violet shades again. And I'm already seeing some clothes with fluorescents like the 80s with that bright yellow and the bright orange. I don't know if you've seen it where you are, but I'm so happy if that comes back. I sort of missed the 80s fashion. Because at that time, you know, my friends would dress up with all those fluorescent colors, but my mom was not very much about buying things that were on style. And so I would love to get some this time around. My 50. Anyways, so love this color. It's beautiful. It has some rays design, like a sun rays. And then it has obviously this roses. It's just gorgeous. So let's look at the other one. So I ordered that one, which I did say the name. Now I don't know where it's set. Oh, here. So this one is Venusian Sunrise, the blush duo. And the other one I got is Divine Rose 2. Now I already saw some of the swatches of other YouTubers. Oh, this came a little messy. It's powder all over. You see that? Yeah, it's powder all over. Don't know why, because they come very well wrapped. Oh no! Broken. Wow. Well, I'm glad I opened it now before my trip so I can contact customer service. But yeah, broken. All right, well, this is Divine Rose. I'm already making a mess. And I'm gonna be very careful. And let's see the highlighter. So the highlighter is Lunar Allure. It comes with the same box. There's no difference. I hope this one is okay. And yeah, this is perfect. All right. So the Lunar Allure is the lightest of all the highlighters. I have a lot of golden sort of highlighters, even light, and they look okay, but they're not like the best on me. The best on me are more cooler or whiter or pearl sort of highlighters. So when I heard about this one, I was very excited because Pat McGrath doesn't have a highlighter that was for very pale girls. And again, it's okay because some of the yellowish golden, I work with it. But the fact that she came out with this, I'm very excited. So we'll see how it looks on my bare skin. I'm still bummed down about that other blush. Okay, so it looks, I can't really show it to you much other than this because I want to be careful with it, but it looks very bright pink. We'll see how it goes. So obviously I'm going to apply the other one first, and look how beautiful. So let's see how this works. I'm going to apply the violet first. So here it is. And see how this works. I'm using my Sonya G Cheek Pro. I was not so scared of this color because they look a little bit soft. The other one, I might take like a brush that is like the fluffiest because it looks a little bit frightening. I didn't know it was gonna be that bold. I thought it might have been a little bit soft, but. So I try to only grab the violet, and it's very interesting because it looks sort of pink, doesn't it? I'll swatch it in a little bit, but that's interesting. Now the color is absolutely gorgeous. When I turn like this, I might see a little bit of the violet, but it looks pink. I mean, wouldn't you agree? It looks gorgeous, but pink. I can't imagine how the other one will look. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to divide it. Well, I'll get to the other one in a little bit, but I'm jumping ahead. So let's put a little bit of the, should I put this? Well, we need to put it on the other side, but I'll swatch it in a little bit. Let's see what this does. I guess now you're seeing them combine. Lovely. Let me swatch some for you. So you can see the difference. This looks very violet and this one looks very pink. But once you swatch it, violet, pink. But this one looked very rose on my cheek. So let me see this third one. I'm swatching it all together. So this is together, this is the violet, and this is the other one. So definitely together, I guess this looks pink after all with a little violet, and together really looks this pink, right? All right, let me grab here tissue. So let's try the other one. I'm a little scared already. I am going to apply very, very lightly. So I'm gonna take the Wayne Goss Universal because it's very fluffy. I was debating between this and the Sonya G, the Hinoki. Very small and soft. Maybe I'll use this. So let me use this. So I'm gonna take the Rays of the Divine Rose because it looks a little more terracotta. I mean, it's all bold pink. They look very similar in color, the rose part and the Rays, but this one looks a little more bronzy, a little more terracotta in there. You see that? Now it does look beautiful, but I'm barely touching it, and this brush is very, very soft. So definitely is bold. It has a lot of pigmentation. Oh, it looks beautiful, right? So now I'm gonna apply the rose part, which is bold, it's bolder. And let's see. Of course, I don't know if we can trust exactly the color because you saw that it's broken, so the whole powder is all over. So perhaps it's picking up a little bit of both. I'll swatch them in a little bit. Okay. I love it. Wow. I really, really like it. Maybe because I'm wearing this lipstick, but it does have a little bit of coral in there, or orange in there, but combined with the pink. Oh my God, I really like this blush. Ooh, I would have taken it to my trip. Unfortunately, it's all broken. So, there you have it. I mean, let me buff it up, this one, with a clean brush. You know, the thing about Pat McGrath blushes is once you put them on, they dare to stay. And so it's a good thing, but you need to know how you're applying it, because once they're there, as you notice, it's hard to really blend them. I mean, they're easy to blend, to apply, but once they're there, now I heard that it's useful if you use some setting powder and then you use the blushes, because then it'll kind of melt away a little easier, or blend away. But I don't like powder, so, or I usually don't like to wear powder. It's lovely. What do you guys think? So that's the Divine. So obviously I went lighter hand because it looked bolder, and now look, I look bolder with the one that I thought it was gonna be not as bright. But there you have it. Divine Rose. Has a little bit of orange coral, I find, because it's going with my lipstick. And this one looks very violet, bold pink. So let me swatch it in my arm, the Divine Rose, and then we're gonna compare it. Let's see. So ding. Yeah, see, that's, wow. So they look very, very similar, both shades on this one. So it's not like you're getting, this is the rose part. This is a race. It's different. I mean, it is bolder, corally. You see a little bit of the orange. This is more rose. And then this is the combination. And that's more or less what you're seeing on my cheek. On this side, you saw the violet first, but it looked very pink. And then you get this, right? And in that sense, this and this, you can really see the difference, right? Now, can you see the difference on my cheek? Yeah, of course you do. More violet pink. So let me mix this a little bit more, just so they can look a little more equal. I'm gonna have to combine, so I'm, oh, this is lovely. I love the Divine Rose. Ooh, I really, really like it. And just for reference, I'm wearing the Kiss Kiss 344 in Guerlain. Very, very lovely creamy color. Kiss Kiss 344. I don't think this is one of the balms. Maybe it is, but I think this is more of a lipstick. All right. So last thing I'm gonna do is, and I should have pulled it out earlier, but let's see here. Yeah. If you saw I have a very bold pink video, and we discovered this pale pink from Bobbi Brown, which is one of a favorite forever and ever. And so pale pink, look, very, very similar, right? Well, let's swatch it. because this is what it reminded me of when I first saw it. So first of all, the swatch, you really need to go more like that. So Bobbi Brown will go a lot more natural, meaning you wouldn't have to be as careful to apply it, because it will go a little more softer. But that's what I thought. Look at this. So this is Bobbi Brown. Very similar. This too a little more violet than this. So this might be a little more brighter pink. But it has the violet, if you can tell. So it will be more like this with a tiny bit of violet, I think, right? No, it has a little more rose, a little more pink. Very interesting. So they're not the same. They're very similar. They'll work for the same thing, but they're not the same. And that's always good to know. I don't think I have anything like this in my collection. Even if we go into Patrick Ta, that just came out with the pinks, obviously it's very different because it's cream, so you can't compare it. But let's see here, she's a doll. Yeah. All right, here we go. But again, a hint of the violet, but not so much. So I'll swatch it next to it. I'm not gonna swatch the cream because that's definitely gonna give, oh no, not at all. This is the Patrick Ta. So now we're going to very bold pink. This is the Bobbi Brown, which I love. And then this is the Pat McGrath. So those are the two blushes I got. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna equalize a little bit of both. How I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna take a little bit of this both together. I'm gonna apply a little bit here. And I'm gonna apply a little bit of the other one over here. And that way, I hopefully can go out and about. Holy moly. Well, bold blush. I think I overdid it. I might have to bluff, 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 right? Or apply a little bit of powder. But I can't emphasize how beautiful this looks. And with this lipstick that I randomly pull, this is great. I love Pat McGrath blushes. I really do. So if you don't have any of them, and these two colors do not even close to the ones that she had already in her collection, the 9 shades. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 shades plus one of the duos. This don't compare at all. So I'm not even gonna try to match it because they don't look like it. All right, so the highlighter. Let's try this Lunar Allure. Now I'm gonna be very, very light. I'm gonna use the Sonya G Mini Cheek. I'm a little scared because I know this is gonna be, well, let's swatch it first. Whoa. Okay guys, what are we gonna do with that highlighter? It's the middle of the day. I have to go out. Oh boy, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So obviously, Pat McGrath does not disappoint. But you can barely see it because it's a you know, blended. Oh my God, I'm so scared of doing this, guys. All right, so because for night, oh my God, this is gorgeous. But middle of the day, I guess you'll have to do. They're already gonna think my blush is crazy. Okay. Does it even show? I can see it. I don't know if you can, but all right, I'll put a little more for you guys. You know, what I'm noticing is the highlight shows a lot more on the areas, the white, where I don't have the blush. Here, I can see it, but I think it becomes more bling bling on the actual white of my skin. It looks gorgeous, but it is bling bling. So of course it's Pat McGrath. I mean, what do we expect, right? Wow. Well, I love it. I just love it. I love the makeup. I love looking very bold cheeks. So for all of you girls, I know there's a lot of you that like this sort of look. I think it looks gorgeous. I'm just blending with a clean brush. Well, I think this is it for today. I hope you like it. Please subscribe to my channel. If you haven't done so, please comment down below. What do you think? Do you like the blush? Do you like the blushes? Do you like the highlighter? Let me know your comments. Thank you very much for watching. I'm so excited. I really like this. And if you haven't tried Pat McGrath blushes, I really recommend you to try them. They put them on, it'll be there all day. Now, of course, a little in the bolder, she has some of the lightest, sort of softer, but I always pull them out when I want my blush to show, and you can tell right here. And so this is all for today. Thank you. I do recommend them, and take the opportunity right now that they are dual blushes, because at least you get two colors. Although, to tell you the truth, most likely I would always put them together like I did today. But if you want two different shades, you know, this is the opportunity to do it. All right, well, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.